For wellness today, what do you have?
Prescription, it's for Amy. It's about hugging, because I know that she is such a fan. So she's watching right now, and we've found in recent studies that hugging has been able to be associated to decreased levels of cortisol, that stress hormone. It's shown that hugging up to 20 seconds between couples can decrease cortisol, but it was found mainly in women. But it reminds me of the broader research about this, which shows that...
Pause. That body language right there tells you all that you need to know. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the cheating scandal between ABC anchors TJ Holmes and Amy Robach. As of right now, they have been suspended by ABC from their show GMA3. This is Good Morning America, but it's not the early morning show. It comes on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a soccer mom hour, Days of Our Lives hour, your grandma and pawpaw in the summertime out of town. That's that hour. So they have been suspended from that show. Now, before they got suspended, right after the news broke of them having an affair, allegedly, while they're married to other people, allegedly, the ratings for this show went through the roof, of course, because people want to see the interaction between TJ and Amy. And if you've never seen them before, I'll put them on the screen right quick, just so you got an idea of how they look. Okay, obviously that's TJ right there on the left. I've been a fan of TJ for a while, actually. I've been following his career. I remember him back in the day. He was on this show on BET called Don't Sleep back in like 2010, 2011, that era. So I've been following him a little bit. I've seen him kind of rise from the smaller networks to ABC, and here he is. And unfortunately, he's in a lot of drama. You see the headline right here. TJ Holmes allegedly cheated with several women at ABC. So it wasn't just Amy Robach. You're talking about different women. I think there was one girl I read where it was an alleged 3-year affair. While they're both still married, this is going on. Now, I think it got uncovered because somebody put out some videos of them canoodling at a resort or something. So you have them here at a bar, drinking and whatnot. Then they go to a cabin. Now, I don't know how these videos got out. Maybe there's a PI, because if you're married, and there's a lot of money on the line, especially, what sometimes the other spouse will do is hire a private investigator to follow you to get evidence for a divorce. So in some states, if you cheated on your spouse, then that could be grounds for a certain amount of money to be paid in alimony or whatever. So there's reasons for this, because I'm asking, like, how are you getting these full 1080p HD or 720p videos of these people in these random places in the world? At a cabin in the woods and at a bar, they probably had a PI follow them. That's just my assumption, right? But I digress. The whole point is that they have been caught up in this scandal, and people are there's mixed reactions. Personally, it's a moral thing, right? If you're married to somebody, you have an affair, it's a moral thing. Whoever finds out, they have the right to feel however they want to feel. They can feel disgusted. They can say that it's not really a big deal or whatever it is. We're talking about legally. Like I said, the PI was following them because in certain states, if you do certain things in the marriage, that could put you liable for certain things that you got to be responsible for. So you cheat, might got to pay a certain amount of money, might have to pay all the money. You might not have your kids or whatever it is. So there's a lot that kind of goes into it legally. But from a moral point of view, it's just a matter of your perspective. Now, when it comes to employment, I don't think there was anything in their contract that said you can't do this. The whole workplace fraternization, I don't think that was really there. I think they got suspended, not fired, key word, because if they got fired, you're talking about a big lawsuit, because it probably went in the contract. It says, hey, I could keep my job. I didn't do anything that was against the contract. But I think they got suspended because it was too much of a distraction. Like I said, the ratings are very high, but not because they just want to see Good Morning America 3, not because there's an influx of 1 p.m. soccer mom watchers. It wasn't even about that. It was about all eyes were on ABC, on Disney as well, because of the whole cheating scandal. So, sometimes they say all PR is good PR. Not necessarily, not just Disney. They don't want the bad publicity. They want good publicity. You got things going on right now in Disney World, Disneyland that aren't too good. You got other things happening across different networks. They want to be woke and inclusive. This might not be a good look for them. So they're probably trying to figure out a way to get beyond it. They might want to put them on nice for a minute until the whole thing blows over. But we've seen this before. We've seen workplace romances where people are married before, especially on television. Joe and Mika Brzezinski. Oh, yeah, I'll bring them up. A lot of you guys know about that. Okay, they're married to each other now, but when they first started getting together, allegedly, back in the early 2010s, they're both married. Okay, they are both married to different people, obviously, and they worked on MSNBC together. Now, some are going to ask, well, why aren't they held to the same standard as TJ Holmes and Amy Robach? Is it because of the interracial thing? I don't think so. I think it's because they're on NBC, not ABC, in my humble opinion. Now, there was a bunch of negative articles written about them. You can look up Joe and Mika and the cheating scandal, and you'll see a lot of negative articles. I don't think there was any kind of action taken against them on the network because they're still there. They got their own show together, and they had their show for a long time. That was not interrupted as far as I know. That's still going on MSNBC, and it's still a pretty decent show. I kind of like Joe and Mika as far as liberals go. I'm not a fan of liberals, but if you were to put a gun in my head and say, hey, pick two guys or girls you like on the liberal side on television, it'd be Joe and Mika. Okay, they don't have bad takes 100% of the time. So their show's still on, and it's not a half-bad show on MSNBC. Probably the best show on there. Rachel Maddow, I mean, come on. Like, anyway, I digress. The point is that they started the same way. It was cheating. They were married, and they got with each other from a workplace romance, and here they are many years later still together. They got married in 2018 after Joe left his wife. Like, I think Mika got divorced first from her husband, then Joe got divorced from his wife, and then they got married to each other, and have been together ever since for about, 3 or 4 years now? But that was going on. I think the reason why it's different is because, first of all, when they were doing their thing, when they were canoodling with each other, cheating or what, it wasn't social media. See, the way it is now, a PI, or a random Norman can catch TJ and Amy at a bar and then post the video to Twitter immediately. It goes viral. Now it's a big scandal. That wasn't available back when Joe and Mika first had their little entanglement going on back in the early 2010s. But also different network. Disney may want to have a squeaky clean image, the whole Mickey Mouse on a, and I say they might want to have all that going on. Although I think Disney is not really a clean network, and they've not been for a long time. They may have an image that they want to uphold of being clean, but look at their founder, Walt Disney. What a piece of garbage he was. Yes, I'm saying it. Y'all know it's true. Look at the early cartoons and all the innuendo that was in the cartoons. Very inappropriate stuff. So Disney is not some kind of squeaky clean company. They shouldn't act like this is so far beyond them, because they have done things that are much worse than married couple cheating on each other. Like that's not even really nothing compared to Disney and their background. But they want to have a certain image. They want to uphold a certain thing. They want to appeal to the wokies. They want to appeal to the families and whatnot. The normie mouth breathers going to Disney World, putting on the mouse ears. They want to appeal to that demographic. So they may want to get TJ up out of there. Maybe not necessarily Amy, because Amy, I don't think, has a history of serial cheating. Now, there is history of cheating here. I put up a video. Well, I'll pull it up right now. This is really interesting because it shows TJ and Amy interacting with each other. And it also shows Amy's husband interacting with TJ. You understand what I'm saying? And by the way, from what I was able to read on another slide, I think Amy, when she got with her current husband, he was a guy she cheated on her first husband with. So she was married one time before, cheated on him, got with her new husband. So now we're on number 2, husband number 2. And if she leaves him and gets with TJ, that'd be number 3. But I don't know if TJ would get married to Miss Amy. Who knows? Anyway, let's put this clip right here to see the interaction between this party of people.
The entire time.
Man, it is good to have you. It's good to. It's so weird that I see you all the time. It seems like anyway.
So this is TJ right here talking about, hey man, it's good to see you, man. That's TJ. That's Amy on the right. That's her husband right there, Andrew Shue, the brother of Elizabeth Shue. If you guys right around my age, you know I'm talking about Elizabeth Shue. Shout out to her. But yeah, that's a husband right there that he's talking to.
It's good to have you in the studio here, my man.
I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys. This is an amazing show, and you guys really make it, and you too, Jen. So you guys should be really proud.
Okay, so a few things here. First of all, the body language.
He watches.
Let's zoom out. The body language right here is nuts. TJ is doing pretty good. He has the one hand on his leg right there, but he's doing pretty good. Amy is doing okay. She's kind of closed off a little bit. The hands are in the guarded position. The husband is just chilling. He don't know what's going on. The lady right here, she knows what's happening, and she has this book or whatever that is, like it's a shield to prevent from getting hurt in there. All right, there's a whole lot going on. Oh, that is a book. So the book is what Amy and her husband penned together called Better Together. And matter of fact, hold on, is there a picture? Yeah, so that's them right there. That's the perfect couple, the Instagram, Facebook couple, and their family, the dog, black and white, trees and grass around. Oh, it's so precious, right? But then the reality is you are the second husband, about to be the second divorced husband, and your wife is out here with this other guy while she's at work. And he's hanging out with you and your wife at the same time with his wife. Y'all hanging out on a double date, not realizing that it's a date between you and between your so-called friend and your wife. So yeah, morally, there's some issues there, but contractually, I don't really know. We'll see how the whole thing plays out. But regardless of what's going on, it's very embarrassing for Disney. We'll see how the whole thing plays out. They probably going to try to fire TJ, maybe even Amy as well. Probably TJ because there's a lot of different women that he's had affairs with. Although that might not be a contractual thing, they'll make it up. You know how corporate America is. The big dog, Disney, they'll make it up. Bob Iger will step in and do something. But if they fire TJ, they got to fire Amy too, because if they don't, now it's racism. Are you going to fire the black guy, but not the white woman? They did the same thing, and it wasn't even in the contract. So they probably fired both of them. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's going on here with the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach scandal? Do you care? Do you not care? Do you think ABC is hypocritical? Disney same way? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. It's a definite question of morality for sure. But as far as anything else, I don't really know. I mean, the whole thing with Disney, it'll be them trying to save face and maintain their image. Although, in my opinion, they don't have a really good image. But in the opinion of the Mickey Mouse MSA, in the opinion of them, they have a good image. So when they see a thing like this pop up, it's like, well, wait a minute. What are you going to do about that? Can you fix that? That's probably what they're dealing with right now. And I'm really going to be all eyes on this story to see how the whole thing plays out. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.